Is there a God? This is one of the biggest questions young people ask today. For some, it is a matter of blind faith. For others, it is a source of deep doubt. But for a young, restless seeker named Narendranath, the man we now know as Swami Vivekananda, it was never enough to simply believe. He didn't want a book. He didn't want a sermon. He wanted the truth. Welcome to episode 1 of our series, Hinduism for the Modern Mind. Today we explore how Swami Vivekananda took the ancient wisdom of the Upanishads and presented it as a challenge to the world. Don't just believe in God. Realize God. Hinduism never describes God as an old man sitting somewhere in the sky. Instead it says, God is consciousness. The invisible intelligence behind everything. From gravity, to your heartbeat, to the stars. When young Vivekananda was still Narendra, he went from teacher to teacher asking a simple question. Have you seen God? Most spiritual teachers gave complicated answers. But one man answered differently. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, Yes. I see him more clearly than I see you. This stunned Vivekananda. At that moment he realized something profound. God is not a theory. God is an experience. This insight changed everything. Vivekananda realized that religion is not merely a collection of rituals or dogmas. It is a science of the soul. He famously declared, If there is a God, we must see him. If there is a soul, we must perceive it. Otherwise it is better not to believe. It is better to be an outspoken atheist than a hypocrite. For the sincere seeker, this is a call to action. God is not a historical figure. God is a present reality waiting to be experienced. Swamiji taught that God is not a tyrant sitting in the clouds. He is the Antaryamin, the inner ruler dwelling within us. To explain this, Vivekananda often told a powerful story. A lion cub once grew up among sheep. It bleated like them. It ate grass like them. One day, an older lion dragged the cub to a lake and showed it its reflection. For the first time, the cub realized. It was not a sheep. It was a lion. Swamiji's message to humanity was the same. You are the lion of divinity. Why do you think you are a weak, sinful sheep? In the language of the Vedas, you are not a body having a spiritual experience. You are the Atman, infinite, eternal, and one with the divine. But if God is everywhere and within us, why can't we see him? Vivekananda explained it beautifully. You cannot see electricity, but you see the light it produces. You cannot see gravity, but you see the apple fall. In the same way, God is the unseen reality behind everything we experience. Swamiji gave another simple example. The image of a mirror covered with dust. Our minds are mirrors. But through lifetimes of desires, anger, ego, and ignorance, a thick layer of dust has settled upon them. When we look into that mirror, we see only a distorted image. We think that is who we are. But the sun, the divine, is always shining. We do not need to create God. We only need to clean the mirror. Through bhakti, devotion. Karma, selfless service. And jnana, self-knowledge. We wipe away the dust. Swami Vivekananda said, Can you see your own eyes? God is like that. He is as close as your own eyes. He is your own, even though you can't see him. Analogy of the microscope. Just as you need a microscope to see a cell, you need a concentrated mind to see the divine. If you haven't looked through the lens, you can't deny the cell. As Vivekananda said, the moment I have realized God sitting in the temple of every human body, that moment I am free. Once someone asked Swamiji, How do I know that God exists? He replied with remarkable simplicity. The moment you say, I exist, that awareness itself is God. Your consciousness itself is the proof. Vivekananda explained the relationship between God and the universe with a beautiful metaphor. The wave is not separate from the ocean. The wave is the ocean, only for a moment it has taken a form. You and I, all living beings, everything in the universe, are like waves in the infinite ocean of God. Once, after hours of deep meditation, Vivekananda experienced something extraordinary. He felt the entire world dissolve into light. Later he described the experience. I saw nothing but God, in every atom, in every breath. From that day onward he declared, "To me, God is a living reality, and you too can know him." At the Parliament of Religions in Chicago in 1893, Vivekananda presented this vision of God to the world. He proclaimed, "Thou art our Father, thou art our Mother, thou art our beloved friend." He described God not as a sectarian deity belonging to one religion. Instead, God was the universal spirit, immanent in all beings and transcendent beyond all forms. For Vivekananda, God was not confined to temples or scriptures. God was the infinite consciousness, the Atman present in every soul. He often reminded his followers, "Where can we go to find God if we cannot see him in our own hearts and in every living being?" Therefore he urged people to serve the poor, the weak, and the forgotten. Not as charity, but as worship. To feed the hungry. To lift the fallen. To serve humanity. Was to touch the living God. This was Vivekananda's vision of practical Vedanta, bringing spirituality into everyday life. Anecdote: Faith amid hunger. During a train journey, Vivekananda, dressed in saffron robes, faced mockery from a fellow passenger who called him lazy for not working. Hungry after fasting since morning, he alighted at a station, sat under a tree, and affirmed trust in God. Soon, a stranger arrived with food, claiming a dream where God instructed him to feed my devotee Vivekananda. The mocker, witnessing this, fell at his feet, his doubt shattered by the miracle, affirming God's care for the faithful. Swami Vivekananda on God as the source of the universe. Look at the vast universe, the countless stars, the galaxies, the oceans, the mountains, and the 5 elements that sustain life: air, fire, water, space, and earth. Could all this exist without an intelligence behind it? Swami Vivekananda said, "The whole universe is the manifestation of the divine." A simple takeaway for today's youth. You don't have to believe blindly. You don't have to fear punishment. You simply have to look within. God is not somewhere else. God is the intelligence inside you, the consciousness that allows you to think, feel, love, and dream. If you would like to explore more such spiritual insights from Swami Vivekananda and Sri Ramakrishna, follow this series, Hinduism for the Modern Mind. In episode 2, we explore another fascinating question. Why are there so many gods in Hinduism? If this video helped you think more deeply about spirituality, please like, share, and subscribe. Om Shanti. Om Tat Sat.